Hi, Dr. Carr. It's Tabitha Smith, and I'm here with Journal Entry 8, Upset People. When I saw this was the topic for this week's journal entry, I was quite excited because I did have a personal experience to share in which I learned a valuable lesson, but I also received validation in using advice that I had been given by Miss Author from previous conversations. I was asked by Miss Author to provide a PD on vocabulary instructional practices, particularly for middle school teachers, because their vocabulary instruction follows a more traditional model of assigning words, maybe 30 students looking at the definitions in the dictionary, writing those definitions down, studying the definitions, studying the spellings of the words, then writing out those words on Friday, either in fill in the blank, matching spelling test format. Miss Author wanted me to emphasize or lead teachers to realize that vocabulary instruction according to our standards is more about vocabulary within context, and that we have to align our standards, our instruction, and our assessments for students to be successful. In doing so, one middle school teacher became frustrated, agitated, upset during the PD. Later, a conversation was held in the principal's office, and I became part of that conversation. And this teacher was upset because she did teach it traditionally and didn't understand or see the value of teaching it more modernly. And so we just let the teacher vent, share her frustrations. I followed Miss Author's lead. We just listened. When she was finished, I simply said to her that I felt like, and knowing her personally, that she knew that this was a transition that needed to take place, but that she was uncomfortable in letting go of the old, but she recognized the new. I reiterated how valuable I thought she was to our staff, that I thought she had a wealth of knowledge to share, and that she could do this, and that she really wanted to do it, she just was afraid. And I think she realized that about herself. So the next morning when I got to school, Miss Author called me into her office, and she complimented me for the way in which I handled the situation and made the teacher feel more comfortable and built the teacher up. I was happy that I got that compliment from Miss Author, because she has given me lots of advice in informal conversations about how to deal with staff members who become upset. So I was glad that I had performed at a standard in which she thought was good. When I think about the leadership standards that were addressed during this incident, I think about micropolitical leadership as well as instructional leadership. When thinking about micropolitical leadership, I'm thinking about how we are going to have to deal with situations when teachers are frustrated or upset. And when I think about the instructional part of that, even though decisions or practices that make teachers uncomfortable are not easy, we can't compromise what we know is best for students and school success just because we want to keep everybody happy. We do have to find a balance. We have to make sure that teachers know we value them, but we also have to make it clear that we've got to do what we've got to do in order for students to be successful. So until next time, thank you, Dr. Carr.